All right, welcome in the very first ever Rick Run Good Cut Sweat show. This is going to be very much a data-driven look and follow around the course for this week's cut line. Now, my goal is to do this every single week for a couple of reasons. Number one, seems fun. I love it. Number two, the number one question I get every single week, I guess there's two of them. What will the cut line be? How many people got 6 of 6s? And I am here to provide all of the answers in stream form and show you the tools that I use every single Friday. So without further ado, let me show you what we have going on here. This is the screen that I will be using throughout the rest of the afternoon. On the left-hand side, of course, this is your leaderboard. This is your leaderboard here. No, okay. Nothing too crazy about that. I was hoping to have access to the media tracker, which is usually about 30 seconds a minute faster, but the media tracker does not comply with the USGA. So maybe in another week. Down here in the bottom right-hand corner, this is Data Golf. This is Data Golf's live predictive model. It is not only going to keep us aware of how difficult the holes are for the closing stretch, but also going to keep us up to date with the cut line percentages. We just saw a big jump on -4. It was kind of 50-50, or excuse me, +4. Moved to 66% likelihood that +4 was going to be the cut line, just jumped big to 78.8. So it is certainly looking like we are getting a +4 cut, which it means at the moment, Sung Kang is in, Jimmy Walker is in, Bernd Wiesberger is in, Taylor Pendrith out, EVR, Brendan Steele, etc., etc. Now, that doesn't also really tell the whole story, because no matter what the cut line is going to be, that is going to affect all of the lineups, which is what we have on the upper right-hand corner. This is cut sweats. This is critical. This is how you find out not only what the 6 of 6, 5 of 6, 4 of 6 number is for your contest, but also how it relates to you. I just sent a message to Nelson. This is Nelson Adcock's site. I'm hoping to have him pop in so that he can talk through all the numbers, because he is very much better at what's going on. This is his site. He knows what's going on than I am. Couple of notes. If you have someone that we need to look at, throw it in the chat. What are we rooting for? We can dive around and see what's going on. And if you actually want me to check your 6 of 6 number, really, you should be signing up for Cut Sweats, but I can actually pull up anybody. Just put your DraftKings username in the chat, and we can compare your 6 of 6s to the current field 6 of 6s. So where are we at the moment? Again, +4, very likely to be the number. It is 78% as of Data Golf at this moment. And remember, this week is top 60 and ties getting through. If we have a +3 cut line, which is where Cut Sweats is at the moment, because that's still the current cut line. So we'll see how this changes. At +3, it's pretty sparse, guys. We're talking about less than 4% across the board getting 6 of 6 through. Now, if it moves to +4, we can see, and what I like about Cut Sweats is we can do a couple of things here. We can pull up the leaderboard and we can keep an eye on ownership. So I'm going to sort this by ownership, the highest owned golfers. Well, Tony Finau, the highest owned golfer who is going to miss the cut. That is, he is 7 over par. I mean, unless he does something crazy, right? He still has some holes to play. Let's see if we can find Finau here. Tony, hunky Tony, not playing so hunky right now. Here he is, 5. I mean, yeah, he is going to need. So to put this into perspective, if Tony Finau wants to get to 4 over par, he's going to need to make birdie on, or he's going to need to play his last 5 holes at 4 under, which is certainly unlikely to do. So Finau likely to be the highest owned golfer that is going to miss the cut. Will Zalatoris will be next. He will not miss the cut, or he will miss the cut. He is 7 over par. He is done. There is no chance the cut line gets there. Will Zalatoris at 19% owned is gone. After that, Jason Kokrak. This is still, I guess it's alive, but not all that much. So Kokrak here, 5 over for the day, sinking essentially 19% of the lineups unless he does something miraculous on his final 6 holes here. He's playing the par 5 as we speak. He is chopping it up. Let me see what we have here. Yeah, he is not even on the green yet. He's hit 4 shots. Jason Kokrak, not going to make the cut. Ryan wants to know, is the cut line +4? Well, Ryan, if you check down here in the bottom right-hand corner, this is the probability. As of right now, maybe I can, well, I can't really zoom it in without losing the holes here. We are getting a little bit of a movement back to +3. It was 78% a minute ago, now down to 66%. The +3 is getting a hair more life as we come down the stretch here, okay? Let's see what else we've got going on. Paul Casey, looking like he will be okay. If this goes to +4, Paul Casey's already done. He's going to be in. Victor Hovland has withdrawn. That's 17% out the door. So those are the guys we're going to keep an eye on as the evening goes on. Let me show you kind of the distributions and my distributions here. So I don't play a lot. As you guys know, I play the single entries and I play the 20 max birdie. Although here's what I can do. We can pull up the $10 millionaire maker contest here on cut sweats. And we can see for this specific contest, the 6 of 6 number as of right now is 3.14%. 3.14. Okay. Now, what's interesting, what I love about this is, so who's that popular golfer near the cut line? Let's call it Hatton. Hatton is on the verge of blowing this. Okay. So Hatton is at 5 over. Let's say that Hatton can get back to 4 over, and then that's going to be the cut line. What I like about cut sweats is I can actually make this update here. And I'm actually going to have to move him to 3 over, I believe. So here's the answer. What I can actually do is I can change answer score. He's 9.75% owned. We're still showing the +3 cut line on cut sweats because it technically, I'm not sure if it's technically moved yet. And then we can go back and see the new cut distributions. So I'll let that load. All right. So I'm your Huckleberry says, I just joined. What is it for the $200 single entry? I'll check that out in just 1 second. Craig says, I need Answer and Lowry. Can you check the 6 of 6 for the 100K dog leg? And there's his username. Okay. So we can certainly do that. My computer is very slow right now because I'm running a bunch of screen grabs and everything like that. So here, we'll start with Craig here. So what I can do is, and this is still the new cut sweat. So I want to make sure I have this all right. Let's do Cobster 316, and we'll save this. And what's kind of nice is I know that people would like to check out other people's results. So you could technically do this. So if I go to dashboard, so this would be Cobsters. Okay, so Cobster, here are your entries, right? So let's look at your 100K to first. You are, we'll let this load here for a second. You are overweight on the field in three out of 6s, but you are struggling in 4, 5, and 6 out of 6s. You have 50% as 3 of 6, 50% as 1 of 6. We can check another one here for you. Let's check the dog leg. Let's do the 100K dog leg. Here you are. You got a 4 or 6 in that one, which means you're only going to be behind about 16% of the field. Very interesting stuff. We're still at 66%. Let's keep an eye on the cut line here. Let's keep an eye on Homa. Max Homa, even par through 13, unfortunately got off to a really hot start, went out in 32, made a bogey on 11, a double on 13. So he is now playing 14. He was in the bunker, it looks like. Is he now on the green? He is. So he's got a 3-footer to stay at even par for the day at 5 over for the event. He needs to probably make at least 1 birdie. We just saw a jump here back to +4, 78%. +4 now 78%. All right, I'm your Huckleberry. You want to see the $200 single entry? Let's check out that distribution. So It's called, I don't know what it's called. Long Drive, or is that the $100 one? I'll find it for you. $200 driver. This one probably right here, the 350K driver. Cut distributions for that event. 1.7% 6 of 6, 14% 5 of 6, 31% 4 of 6. Okay, we'll change this back to my username because I want to check my 20 max birdie. I had, unfortunately, I believe I have some Henley lineups that are getting crushed by Abraham Answer. So here we go. Here's my birdie entries. Yeah, see these 5 of 6s. I've got 10% 5 of 6s. I have 0 6 of 6s at the moment. You can see my ownership versus the other ownership. I mean, this is just, I just love this. If you're sweating your own lineups, you gotta get on Cut Sweats. It's absolutely awesome. Homa, we're still waiting for him to knock that in on 13. He's three feet away. I assume he is going to make that. But I bet you his ownership is, oh, Xander just missed a putt. Homa's 8.6% owned, so he could move the number pretty significantly if he gets to +4, and that's where the cut finishes up. Homa would definitely move the cut line. Let's see what else we got here. Wolf just missed a putt. We are still at about 3% across the board. If you're just joining, if you have a specific player or contest you want us to look at, I can kind of pull them up across the board, whether it's on Cut Sweats here. Here's Data Golf down in the right-hand corner. And of course, our leaderboard hovering around the cut line for the US Open. We'll check on Farmer John here. Millie Maker. All right. Let's check. So what I'll do is I will update STBY1234. I'll change to your username and let's check your content. Or I guess I have to go to dashboard. This is a brand new interface, so I'm still trying to get used to this. Here's your Millie Maker. Hopefully you've got some good ones here. Your cut distribution, 11% 5 out of 6. 36% 4 out of 6. So you are behind the field on both of those. You don't have any 6 of 6s. So hopefully that turns around for you. Who are we rooting for in that? Oh, I guess I could see. You are heavy on Spieth. Okay, if Ryan Palmer could find a way to make the cut for you. If Ryan Palmer could get back, I mean, he's got to get 3 back. Wallace, you have 22% of Wallace. Kokrak. Unfortunately, Wallace is done. Kokrak's going to need to do something special. Lowry has to stay at that number. You have a sweat ahead of you. You have a sweat ahead of you here, Farmer John. That's an absolute sweat. I followed probably the Brooks JT. What was it? Brooks JT Morikawa group. But I usually don't follow a lot of groups. I look like, I like to walk. I like to see everybody. So I kind of walk backwards and see everybody. Oh, here's Nelson. So Cut Sweat just moved to 4 of 4. Perfect. So here we go. Now with the new 4 of 4 numbers, still sub 4%. So across the board, still sub 4%. But now what I want to do is I want to bring Homa into the cut line. So watch what happens here. So let's remember this before I forget. Let's do the Millie Maker. And we are going to move Homa. So right now it is 3.14%, 6 of 6. If we move Homa, oh no way. Here we go. Let's try this again. Oh no, Nelson. We'll give that a second. I want to move Homa back into the cut line so that we can see if that moves the number from 3% on. Again, we are trending towards a 4% here. Or excuse me, I didn't get much sleep here. A +4 cut line, 88%. Big jump on the 80 on the +4 cut line, +3, now only 11.5%. You got to remember, a lot of these guys are all of them are finishing up on either 9 or 18. Those are the two easiest holes on the golf course. So that means we are going to see more birdies than bogeys likely on the final hole for a lot of these guys. So keep that in mind. So if you're rooting for birdies, if you're rooting for bogeys, might be hard to find them on 9, might be hard to find them on 18. Certainly not impossible, especially if you're playing on 18, but you've got 2 par 5s here that have yielded a ton of birdies throughout the day, even a few eagles out there. So you're probably not getting too lucky with the 4, with rooting for bogeys coming down the stretch. You need bogeys made right here. 10 through 17. So what is that? On average, playing, my God, couple shots over par. 10 through 17. If you're rooting for guys to bogey, you want them to be on that stretch right there. Someone like a Sung Kang, probably unlikely to make this cut. He is already at 4 over. He's through 11 holes. He now has to play this stretch of golf. The fact that he played 11, he's through 11 and he's even is pretty good, but he's got to play 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, all playing over par. Sung Kang, I guess against the odds to make the cut here. It'd be pretty impressive if he did do just that. Hatton did eject. Unfortunately, Hatton did eject. Yeah, it's over now. So another bogey on 6 for Hatton. He's playing 7 now, which he has just hit it to 20 feet. It's over. He is going to have to play. Well, I guess it's not over. If he rolled in that 20-footer and made a birdie on 9, which is one of the easier holes, it is possible. So I don't want to call it over yet. But for Hatton, it's probably not looking good. Let's see what else we got here. Where did Finau wrap up? Oh, yeah, there's another ejection. Look at these two. Kokrak, Finau, Palmer. Finau makes birdie on 5. He's currently playing 6, and he's in the fairway. Unfortunately, has a lot of work to do. He's got a birdie. He's got to get home in 3 under from here, and he is in this stretch right here. 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess it is not entirely unfeasible if he was going to be playing a 4-hole stretch and needing to make 3 birdies. I guess you'd want him to play 18 because he can make an eagle, but you probably want him on this stretch. So if you are a Homa fan, or if you're a Finau fan, you might not be, you're dead, but you might not be super dead. Here's Johnny Vegas. Johnny Vegas is doing just fine. Let's see here. They've got this all screwed up, but it looks like he might have made par on 18. I don't know if anybody got eyes on it. He would be done if he made par. He's in. Oh, yeah, he's done. 2 over. He's good. Johnny Vegas, all good. The U.S. Open is relentless. It certainly is. It certainly is, especially as we're getting, this stretch. If you are the golfers, you're hoping they started on 10. Because if they are finishing up in the afternoon right now on 10 through 17, it is an absolute gauntlet. 88% for +4 to be the cut number. Only 11.5% for +3 to be the cut number. How is that going to impact everything? Well, if you're looking at the +4s, we're right down here. Shane Lowry, very popular this week, I believe. Let's see. What was Shane Lowry's final ownership? 15%. This is a sweat for a lot of you. Okay. 15% across the board for Shane Lowry. He is at +4, which is likely to be the number. And he has 2 holes to play. He has hit his, he is on the green on 8. 8's right here. This looks like, and I don't want to jinx these Lowry owners, but this looks like he should be able to make the cut. He's on the dance floor on 8. He's playing 9, which is an easier hole. Oh, okay. Here's what I think I'm going to do. I think I've got him here. I think I've got Nelson. Nelson, give me a thumbs up if you're ready to go. There he is. All right. Let me bring in Nelson real quick here. Nelson, hey, hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right, let me make sure I got my speakers in the right spot. We are rocking and rolling on cut sweats right now. We're loving the updates.
I saw that. The only issue that we're running into this week is, and I assume maybe your web leaderboard is the same. We're getting it from PGA Tour, and the USGA is a little bit faster than the PGA Tour is. at updating scores. That's why you'll see some conflicting, slightly conflicting leadership or leaderboard updates. It would appear.
It stinks that the four majors, like the data comes in so wonky and from different places, right? Like the times we want it the most, the data comes in super wonky.
Yeah, that's the only thing we're battling with. I guess it's like you got to show each other who's boss by delaying the feed that they send to PGA Tour.
So it looks like we are now up to date on cut sweats with a +4 cut line, which is showing about 3% for people for 6 of 6 number for people who are uninitiated to this. Cause this is a question I get all the time. What's like the average 6 of 6 number on a Friday afternoon? Do you know what usually gets through? Obviously it's dependent on the chalky guys getting through and all that stuff, but would you have an average for that?
Yeah, I think, it's substantially changed since the new rules took effect where they went down to 65 in ties rather than 70. It was like 10, 12-ish when it was T70, and now it's in the upper single digits generally, mostly. Depends, obviously depending on the
T60, which is even
right,
harder.
and so this one's even worse. Correct. Right. Yeah, that's exactly right. It looks like right now about 2% in the Millie Maker. One thing I was looking at was just, some people play the double up. So I was just looking at the big $5 double up to see who Shane Lowry is going to be the big swing there. He's 50% owned in cash.
Okay. So let's do this. So if, I'm going to try to do this on cut sweats here. So if I go to, hold on, I'm going to I can do it like this, but I'm going to use the Millie Maker, for example. I'm going to use the $10 Millie Maker here. And we have, so Lowry is currently at 4 over. So he is in if he stays there. But if I move him out, I
wonder why you're getting that.
Actually, I'm not getting it over here. Let me just try this.
Yeah, it looks like you have like, that's weird. I'm in it right now.
Maybe you can tell us. If we move Lowry outside the number, if he happens to say make bogey on 9 and we have a 3% or a 2.5% 6 of 6 number, I'm curious how much that would drop.
If he misses the cut?
If he misses the cut. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's about 15. I think it's about 5%, or a third of it. It's going to cut off a third of that number. So it's, it's not going to have a huge effect. Obviously, the numbers are already small anyway, but it will
to go from 2.5% to like 1.8 or something like that.
Yep.
A third of those 6 of 6s will be gone if Lowry falls out of the cut line.
Yeah. Yep. That's sort of what it looks like. And obviously the effect will be much larger in the double up, the $5 in any cash games, because he's so popular there.
Yeah, I'm seeing, that giant. Oh my gosh. Okay. How often is I guess again, it depends, but to see, usually when I check this, the giant double up is significantly higher in the 6 of 6 number. It is minuscule right now. Who was the culprit for this?
It's Finau. It's Finau right now. Yeah. If you go to the, so if you look at the top ownership here, that's I think that's the Millie Maker. So that's 22% Finau, but in cash he's 56.
Oh, you know what? I thought that's even smarter. I thought this was
if you type double up.
I thought it was across the board.
Yeah, that's just the typical GPP. You got to find like go to the next page. It'll be one of the bigger prize pool double ups.
So like
that one. Yeah, that's it. So sort by ownership. You got Finau, Lowry's on the bubble, Kokrak.
I didn't realize that you had this contest specific. Okay, so in 50-50s, this is the ownership. Xander 70% owned, Finau 56% owned. He gone without some type of miracle, and then Shane Lowry is really what everyone is sweating here. Now I can update Lowry. He did 2-putt for par on number 8. He is now playing number 9, which, as we said before, second easiest hole on the course. It's yielded 30 birdies, 2 eagles on the day. It is one of only 4 holes playing under par. So without putting the jinx on it, Nelson, I think the Lowry guys are getting through.
Yeah, that is obviously going to play a pretty big role going down here. Lowry, he's currently in. So like right now at I guess it's T57 on USJ, but T58 on PJ Tour. So right now, the current $5 double up is 4%, 6 out of 6.
Okay.
So it may have just gone up a little bit when I think it updated to get those 4s in. But if I were to, for example, move Lowry out of that, move him to 5 and rerun it, it goes from 4.5 down to sub 1%.
Wow. Okay. So there are a lot of sweats out there for Lowry at the moment. So we'll keep an eye on that. I imagine, again, second easiest hole. We won't say anything. There's a lot of ejections coming here. I mean, we can check. I'll check what Matt Fitzpatrick's ownership was, but he is currently 5 over for the day, 4 over. He's on the number that is expected to be the cut number. Luckily, though, he's got that 8 and 9. If you're rooting for birdies, Nelson, you're hoping your guys are playing the front at the moment because the back is treacherous.
Right. I saw the fronts playing quite a bit easier. Right. What is Data Golf saying about +4? It's moving there quite substantially.
88.7% is what I have at the moment.
Yeah. So because there's a lot of people looking at Paul Casey sitting in the clubhouse at +4 and Spieth sitting in the clubhouse at +4. That would really love to see a +4 cut.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And then the outside chance it goes to 3 would eliminate Casey, Spieth, Lowry, depending on what he does on his final hole of the day, Fitzpatrick, depending on what he does on his final hole of the day. But seemingly we're trending towards a 4.
Yeah, that seems to be the consensus for sure. Okay, is that we're going towards 4.
I'm curious about Fitzpatrick here because he is somebody that I don't. So this is the Millie Maker. Okay, he wasn't as popular as I thought. 7.86%. He just stuffed one to 5, basically 6 feet on 8, which is a great shot. He'll have a look there for birdie, and then he will have an opportunity to take advantage of this hole right here. Let me see if I can find somebody.
See if is there anyone at 5 or 4? Who are these other guys at 4 that might be finishing on the front?
So
Jimmy
Woodland.
Jimmy Walker.
Yeah.
Okay,
Gary.
Jimmy. What is it with T57? So you need 4 guys to move it. So it seems really unlikely that it's going to go to it has a chance to go to 3.
So who are the 4s the 4s who are finishing on the back, but Wilco's almost done and he's playing the easiest hole on the course. The 3s. Could Keimer make 2 birdies?
Wow, Keimer, look at him go. Unreal.
Yeah. Could he make two bogeys coming in? Could Phil make 2 coming in? I don't think so. Yeah,
it's getting close. I think I don't know what feed Data Golf is using. I would assume PJ Tour, but I'm not. Maybe they rerouted some stuff so they could get the USGA quick feed. So it potentially that +4% could go up. It could be sitting at in the mid 90s already, because it does seem hard to move 4 people up instead of 4 people backwards.
For sure. So Hatton makes birdie on 7
wow,
to give some life. Unfortunately, it appears he has flown it in the back bunker on 8, or has landed in the back bunker on 8. So if he can get up and down there and make a birdie on 9, his final hole of the day, against second easiest hole, what could that do? That would make how popular was Hatton here?
I'm in the Millie Maker. He is
I might just be overlooking his name. Yeah.
I sometimes just have to click the search. He's 10% in Millie.
Okay.
If let's see. Let me just reset it to make sure I got the most updated numbers in here. Let's see what he can move it to.
While you do that, Ken in the chat, if it goes to +5, the 6 of 6 number will jump big, certainly, but I don't think there's any way it goes to 5, right? There's just no way.
I don't think so. Yeah. Data Golf's got it at 0. I think we're close. I think we're close to 4 is at about 95, 98% right now.
We are seeing an increase across the board in 6 of 6 numbers. So 6 of 6 up to about 5. Okay. So Lowry moving everything a bit.
Yep, that was just where we updated to Lowry.
And there was a question. So somebody said, can you check my team? Tell me your username. I don't know your username. Nicholas, can you check my lineup in the Millie? Send me your DraftKings username. Drop it in the chat. And we will do our best to get to it here. How about Siwoo? Okay, Siwoo at 5 over. He's got holes to play. He's got 6, 7, 8, 9, which I would argue that's probably the best stretch you could ask for.
Yeah, looks like 6, 7, 8, 9 playing about even par. So, yeah, he's slightly better than average golfer, so he should be in a pretty good spot.
While I pull up Nicholas's team here, I will check this for you. The Cut Sweats website went through a recent update, so I'm still trying to get my bearings on this, but it is now the ability, Nelson, to change the cut line, to see the numbers, to see all the ownership of all the contests. It's pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah. My cousin Peter was the mechanic behind the new upgrades, and he's done a great job. That was one of the largest requests we got, was just okay, what does the cut line look if it's, well, people like for here, they would say, can you just move the cut to +5? What does it look like? And you can't particularly do that, just because that would include 87 guys, it looks like right now. So
right.
It's not, you sort of have to you can't do it on just a wide basis like that, because you still have to follow the top 60 and ties rule. So we allowed you to kind of move people around inside the cut will update, and you can just see how different things will affect it. Oh, wow, Homa has really started to play badly. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, so when he made the turn earlier today, he was looking pretty safe within the cut number. He bogeys 11, doubles 13, bogeys 14. That looks to me on the green. I hate this, a shot tracker. Yeah, 23 feet for birdie on 15. He will have a chance at the easiest hole on 18, Nelson, but he's going to need more than one. He's going to need more than one coming in.
Yep. Yeah, that is true. I don't think I have too much Homa. I actually had a lineup that was live in the late showdown with Homa, but I'm not even going to check it now, looking at those last 3 holes.
And it appears that Hatton could not get out of the bunker.
Oh, no.
So he is now, barring eagling 19, eagling 9, he would have to, that's what he's going to have to do to make the cut. So we'll keep a tiny little eye on Hatton. Nick, this is your distribution. You're about almost even with the field in 5 of 6s. You have 20% 5 of 6s. The field has 22%, but unfortunately, you don't have any 6 of 6s, and the field has 5.4%. And actually, what I like, and Nelson, while you're here, I want to see. Okay, so here's Nicholas's distribution here by player. So am I reading this correct, that he has Shane Lowry in 59 different
59
entries?
lineups.
Okay,
yep.
59 lineups. And also he has him in 2 6 of 6s, 16 5 of 6s. So this is an interesting way to see the specific guys that you should be rooting for, because you could have a guy who's very highly owned, but if he is in 0 of your 5 of 6s because he's with a bunch of other crappy guys, there's not that much incentive for him to make the cut.
Yeah, that's right. This is a new feature we added this week, and it was mostly because I was going through that sort of the custom cut sweat feature we have, and you weren't able to, where I would look and I would see, oh, I have this guy, he's on a lot of my lineups, he's one outside the cut. If I move him inside the cut, how many more 6 of 6s do I get? And I would do it, and I would get no more 6 of 6s. And I was like, wait, what's going on? But what I realized was that even though he was a popular play for me, he wasn't on. He just did not happen to be on my 5 out of 6s. So what we did here was, if you're looking at these entries here, and for anyone that's currently inside the cut, the important number is how many 6 of 6 lineups they're on. So like for Lowry, he's inside the cut, he's on 2. So if Lowry falls out, this user will lose 2 of those 6 out of 6s. More importantly, down below, Abraham Answer, he's 2 outside the cut line right now, but he's on 14 5 out of 6 lineups for this guy. If Abraham just can hero the cut, he's going to get 14 new 6 out of 6 lineups. This is a huge. Abraham is ginormous for this
because he's outside the cut line right at the moment. So he's only on 5 of 6s, so he's in no 6 of 6s. Wow. So if Abraham Answer finds a way, okay, so let's see where Answer's at, because Nick's probably sweating this here. So he is
here. Hopefully he's on the front.
All right.
He is. He's on the front.
He is. Okay, so we could get all right. So he's playing 7, 8, 9. He's in the bunker. So 7, 8, 9, which is not a bad stretch. If Answer could hero this, it would turn Nicholas's lineups from essentially two 6 of 6s to 16 6 of 6s.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Am I reading that
right?
Yeah.
Well, he's got 2 Shane Lowry 6 of 6s.
Right.
He's got some. If you click his go on in the cut sweats, if you click his go up and hit that lineups tab.
This one here?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So you can see he's got right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 6 of 6s right now.
Yeah, here they are.
But if Abraham
here's the answers ones.
If Answer heroes it, he's gonna have 30 or 20. He'll have 20. So
I love this.
That has been, I think, the most useful update recently. Was it really gives you an easy snapshot to say, okay, this guy's inside the cut. So if he falls out, how many do I lose? This guy's outside the cut. If he can make it in, or if the cut line moves to his number, how many will I gain? And so it's a useful feature for this time in the week where you're down to the stretch and this gentleman is pulling hard for Abraham.
I love it. It gives you an exact idea of the person you are rooting for. And Nick says, how do I see this on a weekly basis? And Nelson, I'm sure I can answer this for you, but you can probably help with
you can
any packages or anything. But go sign up.
If you sign up, we're running a promo now. What's nice is that the British Open is only 27 days away or something. So if you sign up this month, use promo code US Open, you'll get 25% off for your first month. And that will give you, the current cut sweat of the US Open, the next 2 tournaments after that, and then also the British Open. So really you'll get, the last 2 majors of the year if you sign up today. And
I don't think I realized
until
I got a Cut Sweats account, I did not realize how often I was rooting for the wrong guys. You know what I mean? It's it's like, how did I not realize that maybe I shouldn't be rooting for this guy and I should be rooting for somebody else? Because at the end of the day, it's all about your 6 of 6s or even your 5 of 6s on some weeks. Shane Lowry update. So he missed the fairway with his tee shot. It appears he had to punch out. So he is now 161 yards away for his third. Again, that is a par 5. He only needs to make par to get in. So essentially, can he make a 3 from 161 yards is the question.
Yeah.
Mr. Lowry.
I don't know I could pull up what the average strokes to hole out from 160 in the fairway is. I'm sure it's less than 3.
3 point, or 2.9 or something.
Yeah, I would guess it's definitely less than 3.
Data golf.
So what we're
sorry.
I was just going to say, so that the 5 out of 6 and 6 out of things, the next thing we're going to try and do is add that to whenever you go into a leaderboard for a contest, just so you can see how the field shakes out. That way you can see maybe which guys you're rooting for and which guys you're rooting against in specific contests.
Makes sense.
So because it seems a lot of times it does line up. If you see a really popular player right on the cut line, that player probably will move the cut the most, but depending on the salary and the lineup combinations, it doesn't always work out that way. So we're just trying to help people identify who do they need to root for and who do they need to root against in the most simplest way possible.
I love it. Data Golf moved about 2 percentage points towards +3, still +4, a heavy favorite. There's a question about Matt Fitzpatrick. He did make the birdie on 8, so he rolled that in. He is now 3 over par. So he is trying to salvage this terrible Friday by making sure that he gets into the weekend. He's now playing number 9, the second easiest hole on the course. So barring anything outrageous, Matt Fitzpatrick should be good to go. If you want me to check your lineups, drop your DraftKings username in the chat. I'll go through and see who you should be rooting for, because as we're learning, it's maybe not always the right guy. Let's see.
I saw Fratelli just made birdie as well to move from 4 to 3. So that's what I think caused the data golf thing to jump up a little bit.
Okay, and Shane Lowry has hit the green. He is 12 feet away for birdie. So assuming he does not 3-putt that, he will be playing the weekend at Torrey Pines.
The people rooting for a +4 cut do not want him to make that putt.
No, they certainly do not. Kuchar, I guess Kuchar has a chance here. So he's got 2 holes to play. He is in the fairway on 17. He needs to make a birdie. If he can par 17, he will get a crack at the easiest hole on the golf course 18, which could get him to +4. I can't imagine it's going to make any changes to the number, but if you're rooting for Kuchar, he's alive at least.
At 5, yeah, he's only on 0.5% of the Millie Maker lineup, so not a huge not going to have a huge effect there.
I want to check my birdie teams had a bunch of Abraham answer, so I would also be rooting for that hero answer charge here. So let's see, contests, no, dashboard, my contests. Here we go.
Yeah, so you got one. You had one of your lineups was he's on 1 5 out of 6.
Oh, got it. So if he could get through, I'd have 1 6 of 6, which would be. Let me see here.
Is it in the birdie?
It is. So there'd be 5 out of 5% there. So let's see what answer is up to. He's playing 7 right now.
No.
Okay, so he missed the green. And there's no zoom in button, is there? This is brutal.
No, there's not. But 7, I think he's in. I saw he's in a bad spot. I think that's where Justin Rose had one come back to his feet.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
are they on Peacock now? Because I'm gonna have to switch, I think. Or are they back on Golf Channel?
I thought it was maybe till 10 on Golf Channel, but I don't even have the feed up right now.
Oh, you're right. I was still showing NBC from earlier. Here we go. I'm switching to the Golf Channel now so we can see. All right, there we go. Oh, Koepka back to even par. That's the other thing. Is like on Friday, yes, it's nice to know what's going on the top of the leaderboard, but this is really where it's going to set you up. So, I mean, what Bryson did today by going out and shooting, I don't know what he shot, 3 or 4 under, and Morikawa having that similar type round is, those were popular guys, I assume. Let's see what they were in some of these contests. So I'll go to the leaderboard. So what does this default to on the leaderboard then? What is this ownership here?
I think it's the Millie. Okay. It's just one of the big GPPs. Just kind of it's definitely GPP ownership.
So Morikawa's day 4 under and 1 to play. Where is he? Here, playing 18, playing the easiest hole. 19.5% of you certainly rooting for that because that's his ownership in the Millie. So that's a big move.
Yep, that was a big one. That was big. Bryson's pretty owned too, I think. Oh, maybe he's not. He might be sub 10%.
11.8.
11. So that was another helpful one.
All right, let's do this. Let's do Ryan says, "Hey Rick, can you pull my lineups? Cards rule 77." Yeah. This is like a one-time only offer. Go subscribe to Cut Sweats, but I'm happy to do it right now because I want to get a good
No, you might it has to if it's make sure if it's capital, it's got to be
so case sensitive.
Yeah, it is case sensitive.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm quite sure.
All right. How about
oh,
here
you go. Cost him.
And he's done.
Yep.
So
he's got
Lowry.
But Lowry's already inside. You got to find someone who's outside who can move some 6 of 6s, but I don't see anyone. Kokrak is outside, but he's not on any 5 out of 6s.
Oh boy. I'm not liking what I see. Cards rule.
No.
Bunch of 5 of 6s, but I don't know.
Yeah, the guys that are on 5 of 6s are already inside the cut line. That's the problem.
All right, let's try this username, DB Falcone. All right. I like this. I can just change anybody's username. Okay. Hope you've sent it over correctly, DB. We're going to find out.
Let's see. Hey, it's in. Oh, he's got answer. 13 lineups. He needs them. I mean, wow. It's unreal how many people. How owned is Answer? All these people have Answer as a huge play.
Or Kokrak. Oh, no, Kokrak's. That's his
Abraham.
He's
14%. He's probably top 10 in ownership, I would guess, in most GPPs. Then,
yeah. So we are basically all sweating.
It's all on Abraham.
An Answer miracle and
up and down.
I think it's over. No, he did not. So it looks like he left it at his feet because he was second shot was front left. The front left of the green. They also do the text different.
Yeah, it's weird.
I have to wrap my brain around it. 20. So it's like, why would you ever say this? 24 feet 3 inches to back left green, but that was a putt. So he putted it 24 feet. He had 3 inches left. He's going to make bogey. So he is going to be.
He's going to go to 7. He's going to be he's going to streak in.
He's got to go birdie eagle coming in, right?
He's only going to have 2 holes left. You're right. Yeah. That is correct.
Oh, the Abraham answer train.
Brooks has stumbled, it looks like. You do hate to see that. He's +2 for the day now.
+2, playing 18. I would not mind seeing Morikawa eagle 18. That would just make my day here. All right, let's try Philly Fingers. Sano Man. I got you, Sano Man. Sano Man 73. Sorry. Is Wolf just going to win this thing, Nelson?
It's quite a resurgence. He really slow played everybody. Where not quite as exciting of a round today, but less bogey, so that was good for him.
Zalatoris is done. Casey's at 4. He's done. Oh, how about this? Oh, okay. No, Lowry's already in.
Lowry's already in.
Homa,
but he's not on any.
He's not on any
nothing.
Lineups.
Nope.
Oh boy. We are not doing good with our 6 of 6s here. Although, again, so Data Golf has moved this to 90% for +4. Current update about 5%, 6 of 6. Matthew asks, how does this work? Can you see how many 6 of 6s we have? Yeah, so this is, I'd argue, the greatest, at least Friday website for DFS purposes, because this is how you know who you're rooting for. It is Cut Sweats. Nelson is here with us, and he is telling us and showing us how this all works. You can sign up. Nelson, what was the promo code that
US Open?
Use? So
US Open.
All one word, all caps, or anything like that?
I try to do caps just in case, but yeah, if you have any problems, you can tweet at me or send me an email or anything, and I'll get you hooked up.
All right, there you go. So these are when the number one question that I get on Friday is what's the 6 of 6 number? And I either retweet Cut Sweats or I say, go to Cut Sweats. This is what it looks like. So we'll pull up your entries here, Matt. So I'm just going to change the username, which I imagine people probably like to use this, Nelson, to see what like the high stakes people or people that they know or love are up to.
Yeah. Yep. We're down the line. We'll probably have some, better functionality on if you want to compare users. Let's see, you want to type in a couple different guys that you think are pretty good, see how your ownership and your lineups compare to theirs. We'll add that functionality. So we wanted to get it up to speed with the other site, and then we'll keep adding features. That's our goal here.
Okay, so if I'm reading this correctly, Dukes Hanna has 9 6 of 6s with Charlie Hoffman. He's done already. 9 with Patrick Cantlay. So he's done already. Shane Lowry seemingly is going to be just fine and dandy, although I can get a Lowry update.
Yeah, he was what was he hitting his third on?
Yeah, he missed the birdie putt. He tapped it in. He's in. So Lowry has gotten you through there. Outside of that, unless you get a miracle from Jason Kokrak, or we talked about the Abraham answer, he's probably
everyone needed an answer.
Everybody needed an answer.
Which makes sense. He was probably one of the highest guys still on the course that was just outside the cut number.
Or Homa, I guess, but let's see.
Yeah, Homa. That's a tough one. Where'd he go?
1 over. He
only needs 2 birdies.
So it looks like he has a 5-footer for par on 16. He has to play 17, but then he gets 18. It's not impossible.
How about did Hatton come out of his shoes off the tee and give him right above him?
Oh, got it.
Does he have a chance to hit it in 2?
No.
He does not.
All right, so Hatton's done. He will miss the cut.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's gonna shoot like a 78 and miss the cut. It's absolutely brutal.
I think I bet Hatton to win this event after round 1, so I don't think it's gonna get there.
No, that would be unless. Could you imagine what would have to happen to get it to 5? So Data Golf now saying we're at 96% for +4. So that's going to be your number.
Yeah, that's almost definitely going to be it.
There was someone else I wanted to look at. Someone asked, does anybody have strokes gain data? So it is actually they're showing it on the US Open site. So I was grabbing this after the first round to add it to the showdown cheat sheet on RickRunGood.com, but it is all here. Now, Nelson, let me get your opinion on this. I think there is only one order in which strokes gain data should be sorted like this, or should be ordered.
Yeah.
It should be in the order in which they hit the shots: off the tee, approach, around the green, putting, and then I usually do tee to green, then total. That is the only way you should be allowed to order these.
Yes, that is correct. Left to right is definitely the way to do it.
Like sometimes I see it start with putting, and I'm like, or like, it's just random. Like this starting with total, I don't know. It's not for me.
Yep. That's exactly right. That's how it should be done. Anyone else? Let's see.
Yeah,
we're
actually
Kuchar. Let's see what Kuchar's on the last hole. Hasn't teed off yet, but needs a birdie.
All right. So if Kuchar could get through, it might help a couple of people, but he was not very popular.
No, he's only 0.5% in GPPs.
Yeah.
The only real concern with these lower owned guys is if they move the number. That's where you got to watch out for them.
That's a good point. And at this point, yeah. So just for people watching, I mean, we would need some significant movement to move this.
Yeah, there's almost no chance. Yeah.
Kisner. I mean, if you're just fans of Kevin Kisner, he's finishing up on 18. He has to make a par there. Jimmy Walker has a couple holes left. Akshay has a lot to play. Unfortunately, he's in the gauntlet right now.
There was no real delay. Tee times just went off as normal today. So I don't think they're really in danger of not finishing, right?
Correct. They actually started the second round and had those guys come out and finish their first round like 30 minutes later. So they should be absolutely caught up today. There was no delay or anything.
Yeah. The tricky thing is the guys that finish in the evening are generally the guys that have to go out first. So I wasn't sure if that was going to cause a problem.
Steve says, "Hey Rick, 6 of 6 is obviously the goal, but my 5 of 6 lineups. But on 5 of 6 lineups, would you rather have a chalky guy miss the cut than low owned?" I guess yes.
Yeah,
Nelson, right? I mean, you'd rather have if you have a 5 of 6 or whatever, and the one guy that you missed is a 25% owned guy, at least 25% of the other people have gone down with you.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky. The only bad part about that is he's probably one of your best players. Which you would like to have on the weekend. But yeah, especially in an event like this where the scoring is, pretty low. There's guys out there that aren't making birdies. Finish position is going to be really important. So, if you have a 5 out of 6 and you got, the winner and a couple other top 5s, you could probably still be quite live in this event, especially if the 6 of 6 is only going to be, a few percent, which is what it's sort of looking like now.
Yeah. So as of right now, cutsweats.com has the 6 of 6 numbers. We've been kind of keeping an eye on it. They are creeping up a little bit. I think when I first came on, it was 3%. Then it went to about 4.5%. Now hovering around 5 or maybe a hair over for 6 of 6s. So obviously if you have a 5 of 6 and you have a good 5 of 6, you're certainly going to be, have the ability to cash highly.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? I don't know if you're live to win, but I guess depending on how it all shakes out, Morikawa in the front green side bunker here on 18. Get down. Okay. It's going to have 8 feet left for birdie. This is very, very interesting. Let's see if we could see any disaster here. So Poulter is 3 over. And he has 3 holes to play. He's playing 7, 8, 9. He's in the fairway on 7. That would be a real disaster if he were to collapse and miss the cut, because this is a good stretch of holes for him. And he's already in the fairway.
Yep. That's the only, I'm trying to look. You know what actually could play somewhat of a role? Phil is at 3. He's got 2 holes to go if he somehow messes up. He's on almost 8% of lineup, so he's one of the higher owned guys that are still on the course that's inside the cut currently that potentially could miss the cut.
So let's look at that. So I like that. So highest owned. So here we go. I'm on Cut Sweats. I'm sorting by highest owned guys who are inside the cut and highly owned. So okay, very much in, very much out, very much in, very much out. So still on the course. Kokrak, he's way out.
Yeah, we're waiting for Lowry's score to update on PGA Tour, so he's good.
He's good.
Yeah, you gotta go. Tyrrell, no chance. He's done.
No chance for him. He's done.
Corey Connors, done.
Yikes. Yeah, Phil's
it.
Phil could do it. So he is. I don't know if this is in the bunker or not. It kind of looks like it is on 17, which might be a hair lie dependent. If I see it on TV, I'll let you know. There's not an update on it, but if Phil falters, that would move some lineups.
Yep. He would.
And is there anybody yet? I mean, I'm just trying to look for disaster now. Molinari's, he's done. Okay, he's 2 over. He's done. Poston, he would have to lose a couple. Let's go the other way. If anybody heroes this. What did Kuchar do? Found the fairway, it appears. Looks like the fairway. Right fairway. On 18, so he's looking good. Sung Kang, I was worried about him. He did make bogey on 12. He did not get one back on 13, which is a par 5. So he's got a chance. He's got to make one coming in. Nelson, I don't want to keep you all night if you have to go, but if you want to stay, it's up to you, my friend.
Yeah, I'm having a good time. I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna.
The thing is, I think we're almost resolved here.
Yeah, I know.
There's not much sweat here. Obviously, some of these Fridays are, it'll come down to the broadcast is already off the air. There's like 3 guys on the course, and those are the guys that are going to decide the cut line. Or sometimes, with it seems like it's shaping up to go in a specific direction.
Yeah, the tricky thing is timing the Cut Sweat show because you miss the exciting stuff at the beginning. There was some decent. You also got the AM Wave Cut Sweat because he had Spieth at 5 playing the last hole, needing birdie to sort of solidify his chances.
The Cut Sweat show should almost be the end of the AM round, and then as the leaders make the turn or something, because then that's why I kept moving it up today, because I'm like, I'm just trying to time this. I'm like, we're in crunch time. We got to go. Like this, we're gonna have a lot of decisions right now.
Right. Yes, it's got to be a flexible schedule. I just was toying with the custom thing. The cuts 6 of 6 in the Millie Maker right now is a little over 5. Even if Phil were to blow up, it would only drop to 4.5. So he's not gonna. He's really the biggest influencer still on the course and can't really do too much. So we should be pretty settled in around. I can't imagine it's going to move much.
So this is what Nelson's talking about. So this is where you can kind of adjust the guys in and out of the cut line. So if you move Phil out of it, for example, and change it back, you can see, or if you can move and you can see your ownership. So if you move Answer in, which of course we know is not going to happen, but then you can see what the actual cut distributions are going to be, which is a very snazzy little update, my friend.
Yeah, that was a good one. I thought, my cousin knocked that one out of the park. I thought it would be a little bit trickier, but it ended up being able to be solved. So,
question from the chat here: how would 5 of 6 be in the Millie? So I'm going to just assume it's the 10, although you could do the $100. So 5 of 6 would be 22%. 6 of 6 would be 5.5%. And whoever's username I'm logged in as, you have 45 of 6s.
I think go back to the leaderboard. This is an Answer victim, I think, like sort of by his ownership there.
All right, hold on, my ownership here.
Does he got a lot of Answer? Who crushed him? Oh, Homa.
Yeah, 80% Homa.
Go now go back to this guy's dashboard. See how many. How many. That's there. Go see if find Homa on here. See how many did he cost him? A bunch of 6 of 6s. 23.
23 6 of 6s. Wow.
Well, what is Homa at? 7.
Yeah. So he has to go birdie eagle. He's in the fairway bunker.
18 is eagleable at least, but maybe sort of. I think has anyone eagled it?
On 18, yes. There's been 4 eagles
today.
Yes, 4 eagles today.
Oh, Keimer eagled it. I saw that.
Yeah, Morikawa didn't tap it. He missed the birdie putt, made par, so he was in the greenside bunker up there. There was a question. Here you go. Zion 50. I'll pull yours up. Let's check your cut sweats here.
Duke Shanna. Oh, Brooks no good from 7 on the last for birdie.
I mean, he looked. I don't know what he's going to finish at, even par or something like that, but he looked unbeatable
even
there.
I know when he comes out of the gate.
All right, so you're going to get Lowry through, so that'll be nice. So Lowry's in 6 of your 6 of 6s. Wow, this is pretty good here. So you've got Xander in 12 of your 6 of 6s. Okay, Paul Casey's in. Anybody who's still out on the course? Oh, Finau, I guess would have been nice. He costs you just 3 6 of 6s.
You just need the Finau to streak in.
And and the Hatton implosion probably wasn't great, but this is pretty good. So hold on, let's look at this versus, let's look at what you're in here. Let's look at the Millie. Oh, tee off challenge presented by Arnold Palmer Spike, which by the way, they don't pay for this show, but they can get a nice little shout out. They are good. All right, let's see.
Let's see what he's got. It's got to be pretty good.
Yeah, we're overweight here. Okay.
Twice the field.
All right, Trey, you are twice the field. That's right. In 6 of 6s, you're overweight on 5 of 6s. You're about even in 4. This is a pretty. Now, how do I see his lineups? If I go to dashboard, right, I can see his actual lineups.
If you go to dashboard, I think what we'll do. Yep, my lineups.
Okay.
That's probably the Millie, that ID code. We probably change that when you hover it. It'll tell you which contest you're in there.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so these are some pretty good looking lineups. So JT, oh wow, how'd you get? JT Morikawa is Xander, Bubba, Bob Mack, and Matt Jones. Oh, we got a
Bubba
bunch
with
of
the hero round today.
Here.
Wow, look at all these things.
Taylor Montgomery in a lineup. He's probably 0.1% owned.
Wow, Taylor Montgomery. Let's check that.
Taylor Montgomery. Oh my God! First of all, opened up with a 70, shot a 76 today, but made it through.
Wow, Taylor Mont.
And birdied 8 coming in.
Oh.
Wow.
He's 0.5% owned.
Yeah, this is a pretty good looking distribution we got here, Trey.
Yeah, it's probably one of the better ones for people that have a lot of entries in there.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Hold on. Let me check in on who was I keeping an eye on? Kuchar. Let's see what Kuchar was up to. He was in the fairway. I think he's going to be. Oh.
Kisner also, I think, was playing with Cooch.
Okay, so Kuchar has to make birdie. He is somewhere. And Kisner, also playing 18, had to kind of lay up here. So he's 96 yards out, needs to get home in 3 shots. Certainly under 3 is the... What was Sam Burns? He was probably pretty popular this week.
Yeah, dude, he almost heroed it.
I was going to say, this is his second 9. So he birdied 4, 5, 6, 7, and he didn't even take advantage of 9.
Yeah, what did he do on 9? Go to see if we can get the text here. Yeah, so, 13 feet for the cut.
Oh, brutal. And he would have moved it a lot, I bet.
He's pretty popular. Sam Burns is, let's see, 7%.
Oh, wow. I thought he'd be more than that. He was more of that in my lineups. So.
Yeah, I liked Sam Burns this week.
Right,
more as a bet, I think.
Yeah. Librel 39. Again, if you do not have a Cut Sweats account, what are you doing with your life? Use the code. What is it? US Open.
Get 25% off your first month if you want to join us for the British. You'll get the British Open in that month. And you can cancel anytime. Don't
tell them that, Nelson, that you can never cancel. You must keep it forever. Those are the rules. Kuchar sprayed one. Right.
Oh, that's kind of a tricky shot.
This is like where I was standing yesterday. Yeah, that is not. That's
the
not
pin's on. I think the pin
there.
is right. Isn't the pin is right on the right side there, right over that bunker?
It's a right pin.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this is case sensitive and you've sent this correctly. 39. All right, we'll check this real quick. Okay. Here we go. Oh, there's that Sam Burns guy.
Oh, no. And Will.
Sam Burns and Will cost you a couple of 6 of 6s. No 6 of 6s here. Rory is on 9, 5 of 6s. No 6 of 6s. Sorry, Librel. Let's check your contests. Cut could get to +3. Probably very, very unlikely. Data Golf right now has it at 5%.
Did that go up?
I was gonna say that's the lowest it's been all day, but I don't know that to be
Okay.
true.
I
It might have
thought
gone up.
maybe it had gotten slightly lower than that, but yeah, you might
I
be
mean,
right.
just to talk through it, I mean, it would have to be
I mean, it seems like it's impossible.
very, very unlikely.
Well,
If Kisner birdies
is
18,
it-
and
that would make it T59.
he's got 5 feet 6 inches.
Oh boy.
So what do we need? 2 of these guys to move up?
It would still only make it T60. I
That'd be
think, right?
T60. Yeah,
You need
we
three.
would need.
You need
we need 3 of them.
Kisner, Jimmy, and you need really someone from 5 to do it, like a Siwoo Eagle or something to just set the world on fire.
Well, let's check. Okay, he's playing the par 5. He just birdied 8. If Siwoo eagled 9, and then you get like you'd have to get 2 of these guys from probably 4. So Kisner would probably have to birdie 18, which is certainly possible. And then maybe Walker makes 1 because he'll play 9 last. He's on the 2 easier holes.
Yeah, 8 and 9.
Again,
those guys probably just hitting 7 iron or something to 8.
These are all very unlikely, but that's the path.
Yeah, and about a 1 in 20 chance of it happening. Per the data. If you're just tuning in, this is your current cut sweat number. So about 5% getting 6 of 6 through. About I'll let this refresh here. About 20-ish% getting 5 of 6 through. Nelson has been very generous. He has offered up a promo code for cutsweats.com, which allows you to check all of your lineups. We've been going through and checking people in the chats lineups, how they compare, who are they rooting for, all that good stuff. You can sign up with the promo code US Open. It will get you also access. Oh, Xander. Oh my God. Almost rolled it in. Get you access through the US Open for that first month as well. So now would be a very good time. The projections or the cut line probabilities down here from Data Golf, also with the difficulty of each hole as well. And this on the left-hand side is just the leaderboard. Nothing special there. All right. Who are the spoilers are Siwoo, Adrian Moronk. The guys that are at +5 that could somehow, make 2 birdies coming in. Or Siwoo would take an eagle.
Yeah, Siwoo would take an eagle, and there'd have to be multiple of these guys to move the number to 3. If it moved to 3, it would get rid of Casey.
Oh, yeah, bad things would happen.
Spieth, yeah, Lowry. Oh my God, it would be devastation if it got to 3, right? I mean, it would just be.
Yeah. The cash games would get nuked if it got to 3 because I think Casey and Lowry are both super high owned in cash. Lowry 50% or so.
Wow. I kind of want to see it just for the sweat, but I don't want to see it. I'm cool with it not being that. Let's see. Siwoo has not teed off yet. Let's see if Kisner made birdie on 18 or what he's doing. Okay, so he still has that. He's got that 5-footer. He's waiting for Kuchar is what he's waiting for because Kuchar flew it over. He's on the other side of the green, back left. So Kisner waiting on that. He'll have a 5-footer.
Yeah, Lowry and Paul Casey are both 50% owned in cash games, so that would be a devastating blow.
We're hanging at 5% for that +3 cut line. That's so good.
Just trying to see. Man, Billy Horschel missed the cut. Homa just.
Yeah, I was just kind of looking to answer Homa. That's what devastated me. Seems like it devastated quite a few.
Yeah.
Kokrak, I mean, to shoot like Kokrak shot a 7, or he's not even done yet. He's 7 over. He's not done yet.
Oh
1,
my
2,
stars!
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bogeys. 9 bogeys.
Okay, I'm just gonna mess with this thing. Let's see. All right, if we got the Siwoo Miracle, let's see. We must be getting quite a bit of traffic. It's acting a little slow. Let's see all the new people.
Good. People are signing up. Go sign up. Break the site and make Nelson pay for more. What is it?
We did. We did do that like an hour ago. It was a stressful 5 minutes watching it update. Let's see here.
Kisner hanging on, waiting for a 5-footer out. So if you're just tuning in again, I saw some more people joined. Outside chance that this very outside chance this moves to +3, 5.7% per data golf. We are just kind of sweating that. Otherwise, we're stuck at 4, and about 5% of these lineups are going to be 6 of 6s.
Yep, that seems to be locked in. Almost. Well, data golf says 5.7%. I think I would take the under on that. I think.
Okay, but isn't it crazy that like even at 5.7%, I'm like, I don't want to say it's dead. You know, I like too many times has stuff like this burned me. These blanket statements that there's absolutely no chance.
Yeah, you feel better about this sort of sweat where it's like, okay, you just have to avoid like 2 or 3 random guys just like nuking it and changing the cut. Whereas like if you had Paul Casey or Shane Lowry finishing up, you know,
yes.
it seems much scarier.
One guy controlling your destiny, or that 3 guys have to do something crazy to kind of change your destiny.
Right. Yeah. You definitely feel better here. That's for sure.
Question while I have you. I've been refreshing this page. Do I need to refresh this page, or does this refresh automatically? I feel like I saw it refresh automatically before, but I might have been imagining that.
I don't know if the top, if you do any sorting at the bottom, anytime you sort, it will sort of refresh. But yeah, I think I don't know the exact particulars on when it's cached, and if it will. I doubt it will refresh when you're sitting on the page.
Okay. Kisner missed the birdie putt, so he is now in at 4, which is a blow to the 3s. Yeah.
Whenever,
because you still need, you still need a Siwoo, you still need something special. What did Kuchar do? So did Kuchar not make birdie? No, he didn't. On the easiest hole on the course. That second shot.
He went for the glory.
He did.
Probably tried to flop it and left it in the bunker. Or maybe he hit it over the green.
He flew it. Yeah, it looked like he third shot to back left green side. Missed it. I don't know if he ran it 9 feet by, but missed that one and then tapped in for bogey. But it was over. Needed birdie out of him. What was I guess we never even talked about the Hovland WD. I thought he was like 15 or 16%.
Yeah, he was 16. Yeah, he was very popular.
Yeah, here he is. So this is 17.3. I think this is the milli that I have up right here.
He was he was actually lower in cash, which is a little bit strange, but I guess some people have to be lower in cash. Which
I wanted to see what did he shoot yesterday? 74.
He played really.
So he
played okay.
He was in it. Yeah, here's the bogey train. He makes a big number on 1, makes a double there, and then he calls it a day.
Does he wear? I don't think maybe he wears contacts, and it can be maybe a bigger issue. Get sand in your eye if you have contacts.
My wife, the optometrist, told me that this could be a much bigger issue than Twitter wanted to believe it was, because everyone was like, "Oh, he's so soft."
My wife said the same thing. She said, well, sand in your eye can be a big problem. I was like, I've never heard of this.
Yes, it can be. I was informed, and then she got on this kick of, if I was there, I could have flushed it for him in 5 minutes and had him back out at the golf course. I was like, okay. And then now
you need like the eye flushing.
Yeah. Machine. Now she wants to be the on-site optometrist for the PGA Tour and travel around every week waiting for sand in the eye.
He should have called Bryson. Maybe Bryson carries one of those around with him.
Oh, he definitely does. All of his experiments. He carries around beakers, and he carries around those eye flushers.
Yeah, I've seen him in the science goggles in a commercial.
So far.
Well, I just refreshed Data Golf.
Are we moving any? What's moving it to +3?
I think they have the PGA Tour feed just like we do.
So they're just a little bit.
I'm trying to see.
They hasn't updated the Kisner one yet.
T59. Someone would have. Oh, here you go. Here's the disaster scenario. Andrew Cozen, the amateur. Was at 4. He went to +3. So he just birdied 13. Looks like.
He did. So he's got this stretch of golf here. So
Oh my gosh, now we're at 12%. And it's like
15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 is the easiest hole in the course. 15 through 16 playing about 8/10 of a stroke over par. Wow.
Did you say Kisner missed for sure?
He did, yeah.
Wow, that was huge then. That was really big.
Yeah, that birdie from Kozin doubled the +3 chance. More than that, a little bit more.
Yeah. You what is Jimmy Walker up to? He was on 8, which was the par 3. He's at where is he? He bogeyed.
He bogeyed it.
Okay. So those should really
he'd have to make like eagle on 9.
Yeah. That should be those should cancel pretty much. Although I guess not exactly. What's Ashk could blow this up. Siwoo's not doing anything, I don't think.
So if he moves, he could get it to what do we need? 2 more guys? Excuse me.
I think once Data Golf updates that Jimmy makes bogey, that will probably totally cancel the Andrew Kozin thing. Bring us back down to 5, if I had to guess. Because if Jimmy was sitting at 4 with also the 18th, the 9th hole to play, a good birdie hole would have swung things quite a bit. But now that he ruined that, how did he ruin it? What a ruiner!
What a ruiner! Let's see how he made.
Sometimes.
He 3. Did he 3?
No. His first shot is like
greenside
40 yards short.
I didn't even see it.
He must have chunked it.
It was right online though.
Yeah. That happens from time to time. If you chunk it, it normally goes pretty straight.
I unfortunately know that very well. Yeah, I think we're kind of stuck here. So what we'll do is we'll hang for a couple more minutes. I've got to go do first cut in about 15, but I don't think we're gonna miss anything here.
Nope. I think that's a wrap on the cut equity potentially changing. I want to see if we can get the quick update here from.
Do AMs affect the cut? I thought it was top 60 pros. No, top 60 in ties, no matter your status, Craig. So
I think they got rid of that. One event used to do that, but I can't remember what it was.
It's a strange caveat to make.
Yeah, I mean, it for sure was the U.S. Open, but I'm sure it's not that. I'm 99% sure it's not anymore.
Yeah, I would bet a lot that it is not that.
Or maybe it was the British Open that used to do that. I remember it jacked up cut sweats one time.
Oh my God, because you're having to try to figure out who's an amateur and who's not.
Yeah. I mean, the worst weeks for cut sweats are definitely the ones where it's like literally one or 2 scores. Because if if just like some sort of issue goes on, where if we have one guy score incorrectly, one thing that used to happen was if someone withdrew, their score would default to even. So like all of these.
So if even was the cut line,
or just like right now, the cut is +3. So all the withdrawals went inside the cut, it was messing up the number. Oh gosh,
believe it or not, for those who don't know, golf data not very reliable, and everybody does it differently.
Yeah.
So I know you don't want to. Send your thoughts and prayers to us, please. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah. I just every day I just wake up and I hope that nobody has changed any of their systems.
Yes,
because it's the worst when they do.
Akshay in the middle of the fairway on 15, but. Again, we are seeing if Siwoo, I guess, could make a hero eagle. He's got okay. Are we going to see a Siwoo driver off the deck?
Yep. That should be cut. Data Golf just updated the Jimmy Walker bogey, and it tanked the cut down 90%.
Oh yeah, okay.
1.8.
We are now 1.8% at +3. So whoever was Donnie Baseball in the chat who was saying +3 would be amazing. It would have been amazing. It would have been very rare and amazing.
We just have to I think the only sweat left is the Siwoo second shot, or his next 2 shots, and then we can call it a day.
Yeah, I think that's right. Oh
my God.
I think he's on the green. Oh my God, he's 5 feet. He has 4 feet 9 inches for eagle. Okay,
Oh
so
my lord.
let's talk about this. If he makes this and moves and goes to 3,
It's going to be T60. And then so you're going to have to get either Akshay in
or
or
somebody else coming from 5,
Jimmy. Jimmy could eagle to 18.
or Sam Ryder has 18 to play.
They need eagles.
Sam Ryder has 10 feet for birdie on 17, and he has to play 18.
Gosh. Okay, well, maybe we'll hang out for 5 more minutes.
Let's keep an eye on this for a few more minutes here.
Has Jimmy teed off on 18 yet?
No,
not yet. Oh, he's on 9 as well, which is not as easy to eagle.
No, it is not.
Although Siwoo has proved us.
There's been 2 eagles on 9 today. There has been 4 on 18.
Okay. There's about to be 3 on 9.
There is the most sliver of life left here.
Jeez, this Kisner miss on 18 was gigantic.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. Because also for him, obviously he would have liked to be in the +3 group, but like it's not that detrimental to him. Because well, I guess it might end up being if it moves to 3.
It could be if it moves. Wow. Oh, and didn't Shane Lowry have
5 feet or something, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he had a birdie look for sure.
Or maybe 13 feet or something like that.
Yeah.
So Siwoo just chops off 600 yards.
4 feet, 7 inches. Incredible. Oh my gosh.
I am a little scared. I'm a little scared right now.
This would be wild.
Oh my gosh. They're showing 18 on TV, but that's the featured group, so that's no surprise there.
Okay. So
I guess I also want to see if Ryder makes this birdie putt, because he would then go to 4 and he would have 18 to play.
Yeah. Yeah, it's things have just shifted pretty significant. I mean, it's all going to come down to this Siwoo putt for sure. Yeah. Let me just see. I'm gonna use one of the smaller contests to mess around with the cut, just because most GPPs have the same. You can see the 6 of 6% is pretty much the same across GPPs. So one hack you can do is to go to a smaller contest. So when it's recalculating the cut and whatnot, it can do it a little bit faster. I just want to see what sort of an impact these guys may have. So Kozin to 3, Siwoo to 3. Oh my goodness. All right. And if you get Sam Ryder to 3.
Yeah.
Where's Sam Ryder? Oh, he's at 5
because
he's got to go birdie.
It would bump out Spieth, Casey.
Dude, it would be, oh my. All right, let's see what it does. Oh,
Walker.
The 6 of 6 would go to 2%.
Okay, so right now about 5%.
Yep. And the 5 of 6 would go down to 15%. So it would be, this would be chaos for sure. And like I said, in cash games, it's going to have a bigger effect. Let's see what it does there. So cash games about right now 4%. And if you move Kozin, Sam Ryder, and Siwoo, unbelievable.
Someone in the chat said Siwoo made birdie, but I have not seen that update yet, so I do not want to. I don't know if I'd be surprised if Siwoo chops off 611 yards in 2 shots and then misses a 5-footer or not. We'll see.
Yeah, this would the double up would get nuked down sub 1% 6 of 6 and 7% 5 of 6. So it would be a bloodbath. They say he misses this putt, huh?
That's what the chat says.
All right. Well, we could end the show on a 5-foot eagle miss from Siwoo. But he would make the cut. How popular is Siwoo?
Oh, that's true. He would move. He would be in at 4.
Yeah. Cut sweats. We oh no, his score just updated to 5. I was thinking we were still at 6 because the PGA he's only 2% owned, but he'll improve it a little bit. Cam Smith, wow, he was actually fairly owned and had just a disastrous finish.
Yeah, he did. I saw that. Siwoo in with birdie, apparently. I still don't see that on my side, but I think I trust the chat here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
There's a bunch of Siwoo fans out there, so they probably got the good info.
Probably following around, of course. Still hasn't hit it according to my little leaderboard here.
Yep.
Okay, now Siwoo's updated. Okay, so Siwoo, Siwoo +4.
That did it.
We trust you, chat. But that is probably going that it's over now.
That will do it.
Because Fratelli made bogey and dropped. Well, hold on. See, this cut line's not right because, well, I guess they just have to move it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so Fratelli.
Oh, he made a bogey as well because he was at 3, right?
So he's at 4 now.
Oh, yeah. So that is definitely coffins for +3.
Yeah, +3 is
toasted.
So I think we're done.
Yep.
I think we're done. So just to recap here. Let's bring us, hold on. I'm going to bring our lovely faces. There we go. Okay. So just to recap, we are almost certainly, barring something outrageously crazy happening, sub 1%, sitting at a +4 cut, which means your Shane Lowry's got through, your Siwoo Kim's got through, your Jordan Spieth's, your Paul Casey's all got through. And according to cutsweats.com, Nelson's website, about 5% lineups are 6 of 6. If you have a 5 of 6, a good 5 of 6, maybe some low ownership, you can certainly have traction over the course of the next few days. If you have not signed up yet for Cut Sweats, 1, you're crazy. 2, Nelson has been very generous and he's offered up a promo code US Open, which I believe is a discount. Nelson, am I correct?
Yeah, 25% off, and you'll get, if you sign up this week, you'll get the next 2 weeks and the British Open, which is in 3 weeks. Or 4 weeks.
You can't beat that.
Get it.
I appreciate you joining me. That was a lot of fun. That was helping me figure out the scenarios. Trying to do it in real time is very. Now I know why the TV networks don't try to do this and try to show you golfers.
Yeah. If they just left the feeds up of the cameras on the towers, you might be able to do it yourself a little bit. But yeah, it is what it is.
That's true. Okay, so what I'm going to do is hold on. Let me get. There we go. I'm going to try to do this every single week. The idea of trying to figure out when to start the show, I will get better at. And I will certainly, Nelson, if you want to join me at some point in the future, happy to have you. But the plan is to do this every single week because I think it's fun. And I think what I like best about Cut Sweats is that it fills a very important need in our little world. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, we just try to make the experience fun on Friday. Let people, have an idea what they need to happen, so they can, just be a little bit more knowledgeable when they're following the golf. Because it's tough to track. We're having trouble. There's 150 guys on. In a wave there might be 80 guys, 75 guys. So we're just trying to help you, let you know, because that's the exciting thing about DFS golf is you want to see your guys get through the cut. So we just try to help you, let you know who's the most important.
There you go. All right, Nelson, thank you very much. And I will see you guys next Friday at a time to be determined. So I will talk to you then. Goodbye.
Bye.